everyone, Zero in the house, and today we're back again with episode 10 of whether a new account can be viable just before the release of EX and the first anniversary of the game. Okay, so we have just logged in onto our account, and let's first of all delve into the news. So what are we expecting on Wednesday? So we're expecting two new vision cards. One is Typhoon, also known as Typhoon in Japanese, and Memories of Apples. Okay, so let's go and have a quick overview about these two new vision cards. Okay, so the first one will grant party ability, magic attack up, and accuracy up, and with a bestowed effect to the person of luck up. Now, all wind units will have the benefit of having Mage up, so not magic attack, but just the status of magic up. And units that are wind type and equip a mace, such as the Halloween Little Leela and Kadia, will get the additional bestowed effect of magic attack resist piercing rate up, followed by also evasion up. Okay, so this card is quite interesting, and it is a bit controversial because, from my understanding, when it was released in JP, this card was released in tandem with Halloween Leela in October of 2020. We are receiving this card just now, which is pretty much 3-4 months apart from when it was released. So about 3 months. And it's quite controversial, especially with the addition of the global limited bestowed effects of wind type and mace equipable for mace equipable main job. I mean, yes, I'm not sure whether Helena has mace. I'll need to review that, but it pretty much limits the number of units that can definitely benefit from that. And we all know that Kadia has no offensive abilities other than Ruin. So unless you have Halloween Leela, I think this card might have to wait or not even be considered in your account, especially if you're new. But hey, if you're a card collector, please go for it. Alright, let's have a look at the second card, and Memories of Apple. Okay, so party ability, acquired AP up, and critical rate up. It will be interesting to see its stats, but keep in account there is an MR card. I would imagine that they're quite low compared to a UR vision card. And for those of you who don't remember, this is the kid that is being taken care of by Dorando, and this guy that appears in Good Idea, in the infamous mission Good Idea, where you farm your purple memories, faint memories. Now, let's have a look. If Dorando equips this card, he'll have defense piercing rate up, defense up, and move up. Now, I must say, I don't think I've ever seen any Dorando either in low-level PvP, not even as a companion. It's quite an underwhelming unit all over. So, I mean, if you have the time and resources to spare and you really want to see how this card works up with Dorando, let us know. We'll also be pretty keen to see. We are working on, in our main account, we are working on all units. So, however, Dorando is definitely in the bottom of the priority list. So, I don't think I'll be pulling for either of these cards in both this account and my main account. I just don't see the point of spending 10,000 Visual and then trying to max this card. I would imagine that this card will have a bingo board as well. But despite that, I think it is a skip for me unless it just lands into my lap by doing other pulls that I'm for units or vision cards that I'm chasing. Alright, let's have a look. There is a further explanation about the acquisition of the card, and it's gonna be added onto the Beast Den. Now let's have a look at the weekly campaigns. Okay, so it seems that we will be able to have a new event, which is the Lunar New Year, also known as Chinese New Year. Seems that it is an event that occurs for 2 weeks, and we will be getting Fortune Summon tickets. Now, I wonder what those will allow us to receive. Okay, I can also see that now we're receiving 3000 Vijor, and yeah, that's not too bad. That's not too bad. Okay, we'll have missions to commemorate the event. Ox medals because it is the year of the ox. And okay, challenge missions to get more rewards, more tokens in regards to the event. Okay. Perfect. That is something to keep in mind. If you're watching this video, please be a good lad and inform your guildmates to change their guild gift preferences to triple medals this coming Wednesday after reset. Now, another thing that is quite interesting is the Siren Raid. I think that if you have Frederica or Nivlu, you will be in 7th Heaven. You will most likely have no issues doing this raid solo or with a full team of missile or thunder units. I think that this should be quite a breeze for most people that have at least have an account that is 6 to 9 months old minimum. Yeah, if you're able to pull for Frederica, max Nivlu, and get Frederica's Dream VC, you'll be fine, really. Now, another thing I was really interested about was the rare boss, Gold Capture. From memory, I don't remember where the last time it was weak to fire. Maybe I'm confusing it with the other event where someone was weak to ice, where there was a nice Kotetsu from Gilgamesh combo, and then Lastwells were just finishing off the job. That was a while ago. I think at least 2 raids ago. Okay, and this time we'll get an Elf Cloak. From what I've seen, the Elf Cloak will give some really good evasion. But yeah, so, and for those of you that weren't able to finish Cell of Thamasa and the Platinum Elm, that'll be a really good chance to finish those equipments. Okay. All players who participated in defeating the raid boss will receive the essential crafting material. Now, we'll receive a +4 if we reach level 98. Usually that's the case, but it's not indicated in this particular event unless I am going through all the description a bit too quick. Okay. I don't think I can see any hints. They'll say that we'll get Elf Cloak +4 like in previous raids. Nonetheless, I don't think it will be too hard to achieve. Okay, and bonus units, that is pretty straightforward in regards of Nivlu. And I guess that Raldor will be the unit of choice for the Golden Cactuar. Okay. Okay, yep. Yeah, that is just the usual. Now, another thing I'm really interested, and I hope you guys also follow the story. I am following it. I find it quite interesting in regards to character development and betrayals and people changing their mind and whatnot. Definitely Shitaru is well, I call him Golden Sasuke. He's, it's quite reminiscent of that iconic character, the usual anti-hero that then with the skewed morals. I really am keen to see how his character development proceeds. And we'll get scene 1 for chapter 12 and gold books. Yes, this is really important. If you guys are building, if you guys are pretty keen to build the armors and accessories that are going to be dropped by going through the raid, this is a good time to store up those books as well. And yeah, I believe that is all in terms of news. Okay, now why don't we go through our account? I believe today is the 14th day. I got my 14th day reward of 2000 Vijor, which I am going to collect now. Wrong page. Okay, day 14. Perfect. Now let us see how our account has progressed. So we have flagged the units that we want to work on. So unfortunately, I don't think I'll have the time to get a rain sword. My characters are just too low level, and I am trying to go through the jobs levels as well, trying to farm, but I am not doing it fast enough to warrant finishing level 30 for the porcelain tower. So I hope that in 3 months, when the level 41 to 50 will be released of the porcelain tower, my reign will be strong enough to, or at least my whole team will be strong enough to at least get to level 30. Now, that means that I am still building Rain, absolutely, but I am building in more defensively rather than exploiting his match stat. So I will build in with Knight subjob, and he will be my debuffer while exploiting swords, two-handed swords that have slash attack up. So I believe that is the best that we can do. Now, if that doesn't work, I'll just give him red mage and he'll heal up and do what he can in terms of magic damage. Secondarily, we're we're working on Mediana. I think Kaleido Moon is quite important TMR to achieve, so I will try to exploit her as long as possible. I think she's quite a solid first unit for a new account, and you know, like I think that for PvE content, my Cosmo Plume strategy works quite well. She's also quite fast. Um, I like trying different things, so I was pretty keen to just let her Cosmo Plume everything and run Ninja Sub Job, and then poison stuff, poison enemies since her fate is gonna be higher. So yeah, that's just a whim, just a passing thought, and who knows, maybe it will become reality. Now, third unit we're working on is Giza. I think I really want to try and get the bells for this account, and yes, we're trying to work on her as fast as possible. I am trying not to spend any visual on getting shards, so it is a slow but steady progress. So for the time being, yeah, she's not doing too well. She dies a lot. She's pretty squishy. So I hope to raise her bravery up, try to give her some sort of defensive equipment, and then just have her run sub-thief so that she can charm and be evasive and things like that. Howlet, I think, is going to be our main damage dealer. I don't think I have Lohengrin. I don't think I'll get the chance to download Lohengrin anytime soon unless there's going to be an event when the keys are going to... One of the special event keys is going to be donated to me. So for the time being, I will run him as Rune Knight White Mage, and he's going to be my secondary healer because my main healer at the moment is Ildira. She is pretty good after I've unlocked her... what's it called? After I have unlocked her master ability, she became pretty good. She, as you can see from the amount of bravery, she pretty much never dies. So yeah, she's doing a really good job at carrying my account. I am running her as Arithmetician sub Black Mage. I am certainly exploiting the fact that she has high match value. And if she needs to heal herself, she'll just drain the enemy rather than wasting height base cure on herself. So yeah, that's the strategy that I'm using with her. Now, Rob is something that I am working not as vigorously as the other characters, but yes, it's sort of a side project. I still want to try to max him for the EX period. He has shown to be a very viable unit. He unlocks really good skills, and he becomes so evady. So he'll be a good damage dealer pseudo ninja. So he'll be a very evady samurai. And I'm pretty keen to raise his level and see what he can do once he gets at higher levels. And just as a kind of scapegoat, because I don't have any usable or like interesting thunder units, I am sort of is very vaguely, is to be used very vaguely, but I am sort of working on Ravies. If I have enough thunder shards, I'll work on her, but she's secondary. I mean, when I do the hard quest, I am working on the 5 URs, so there's a higher chance that I'll max her awakening or her limit break, and then from there I'll just try to get the highest level jobs as I can. Let's have a look at my vision cards. So in terms of vision cards, I am keeping Black Rose at this level. It's quite viable, and my team is mostly mages, so you know it works really well. It synergizes very well with my current team. And what else am I working on? Let's have a look. Kind of on secret orders. I mean, like I don't have many slash units that I'm currently using, so that's secondary. I really wanted to work on Chocobo actually, because in a situation where I have attack units that are physical, he'll be a much better choice over Black Rose. So he's like my secondary agility booster. And then the usual defense cards, you know, cleansing the mind. I haven't gotten any shards for it, but you know, definitely working on this one. I don't have what's it called, Blood Moon as well. Bloody Moon, very good for air resistance. I haven't unlocked Odin yet. And yes, Iron Giant as well, very viable. But I've been using all my eggs to max Black Rose. So once I get level 85 with her, I'll work on the MR cards. Alright. As a mini bonus for sticking until the end, why don't we do some summons? So we'll do the free character summon. I think that's the only bonus we'll do. So we'll see who comes up. Alright, gold book. So is it gonna be a UR? No. Okay, so who could this be? Ramada, perfect. Or is it? Oh well, that's a shame. But yeah, so what I'm doing, if you guys aren't aware, I am doing a character design perusal, review, and examination, let's call it, of War of the Vision units. And I release a video about that topic every Thursday. So yes, the next character will be Ramada. My first one was Fina. I was trying to gauge the format that I wanted to follow. So now I think I have a better idea of how I want to go ahead with that series. So yeah, stick around. Feel free to have a look at the Fina video if you're interested and want to have an idea what to expect. But yeah, there's going to be certainly more information to cover with her. Okay, so I believe that that is all for this video. Thank you very much for sticking until the end. We'll catch you on the next one. Take care.